driven to the edge and beyond by the world's chosen. Formula One, the greatest competition. Cars designed and engineered by the brightest minds, driven to the edge and beyond by the world's chosen few. Teams rise and fall, drivers come and go, but echoes of the past always remain. Competing in arenas that have stood the test of time, where glory and failure are separated by fractions, where victories are rescued from the jaws of defeat. This is where history is made. This is Formula One. Formula One, the greatest competition. Cars designed and engineered. greatest competition. Cars
Sorry guys,
designed and
I'll get
engineered
going
by
in
the
a minute. I'm
brightest
just trying to get
minds,
all of the
driven
audio
to the
levels
edge
and everything in check,
world's chosen
just to make
few.
sure you guys can hear me
Teams
and hear the
rise
game.
and fall.
So let me know if you can.
Drivers come and go, but echoes of the past always remain. Competing in arenas that have stood the test of time, where glory and failure are separated by fractions, where victories are rescued from the jaws of defeat. This is where history is made. This is Formula One.
Hey Aaron. Alright, well, since you guys can hear me, that's good. Hey Aaron, it's good, man.
To Formula One
I just decided to do some streaming and decided to do something a little bit different today. Instead of, you know, the usual flying and the usual racing, I decided to try this old fella. F1 2013. Yeah, we're back to it. That was the last F1 that I could download and find on Steam right now, officially, without having to do some, you know, shady pirating and stuff like that. So that's what we're gonna be doing here today. We're gonna be live streaming our career mode in F1 2013. For those of you who don't know anything about F1 2013 and that year, that was a pretty crazy year. First of all, the cars are completely different to anything a lot of people know from the new generation, right? Not hybrid cars fully, they just had a tiny little battery that just did a little bit of energy recovery and just a little bit of a boost. And then these were V8s. These were 2.4 liter V8s instead of the V6s that we're used to nowadays. So these sounded differently. They had so much mechanical grip. This was the last year, the last season before we moved to the hybrid cars that we know of today. So it was a very exciting year. This was also the year that Sebastian Vettel, yes, in the Red Bull, won the championship. It was his 4th consecutive championship. He was the 3rd driver, I think, or the 4th driver to win 4 in a row, because it was Alan Prost, Michael Schumacher, and Fangio. So yeah, he would have been the 4th driver to win 4 consecutive championships in 2013, and then and then they also won the Constructors' Championship as well. He was driving together with Mark Webber, another amazing driver, and it was a very, very dominating year for this car right here, the Infinity Red Bull. It was a really cool year, and I decided to come back to it. Also, in terms of the game, those of you guys who have played all of the newer F1 games, you know how those are, and we kind of either love them or we hate them, and then some games we love them when they first come out, but then we start to hate them after all the updates. So I got tired of all of that, and I was like, well, let me see what an old game would feel like on new equipment. So I'm running the T300 RS Thrustmaster with the SF1000 Ferrari wheel, and this is 12 years ahead of what we're going to be racing. Now, I did some testing a couple of days ago, made sure that the wheel is going to work, the force feedback actually works. It is a little bit weird, I do have to say, because it's not, you know, tuned perfectly for the equipment of today. However, it does work. And what we're going to be doing in this game is not just racing around and having fun, but that. We're going to be doing the career mode. This career mode was one of the most difficult ones, I would say. I remember driving on it, and the AI was just ridiculous. They gave you no space. They would brake way too early in any quarter, unless you had the AI pretty much totally turned up, but then they were way too fast everywhere. But we're gonna see how well we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna start at like the professional AI level, and then we'll move up from there in a matter of a race or two once we get there. Before we can even race in career mode, before we can even start the career mode in this game, we have to pass the young driver test. Now, I'm almost 34 in a couple more weeks' time. I am not very young, so we're gonna be calling this the not so young driver test here today. And the goal for the young driver test for me is going to be to unlock the Toro Rosso team, which today would be known as the Racing Bulls. Last year they were Visa Cash App Racing Bulls. Before that they were AlphaTauri, and before AlphaTauri there were Toro Rosso, which in Italian literally means a Red Bull. So there was basically two Red Bull cars on the grid, but this one was like the B car of the Red Bull of Adrian Newey. It's like all the drawings that didn't make it into the A-class car, into the main team, they were thrown over to the B team. But that's what we're gonna try and do here. I want to unlock Toro Rosso. I want to drive with Toro Rosso for maybe a season, and then see if we can make our way into the Red Bull. All right, let's get going. Okay, so, whoopsie. So because I'm using the same profile that I used before, I am going to first go to my F1. Number one thing we gotta double check on is resolution, because every time you close this game, it defaults back to a different resolution. But we're at 1080, 165, and then everything else is just basically maxed out. Okay, on audio, we're okay there. Now let's go driving controls. I think it should remember, yeah, the steering wheel. Force feedback settings are in there. Just gonna tune this down to about 40 because 50 was a little bit heavy. It does have all my settings in there. Perfect. Okay. Oh, and we also need to go to the driver information, driver details. We're going to restart our career, because I did use this profile to try and test everything out to make sure it was going to be working. But I mean, look at this game. Even for today, it looks amazing. It's running at about 120 FPS or thereabouts. In the main menu, it's only about 70, but in the game, it will run at about 120. Why is my audio name Felipe? Let's see if we can find something more fitting. Sebastian. Yes, that's my son's name, so we're gonna get that. We're gonna be Sebastian on the audio. For the helmet, I went for design number 30, but this is like incredible. Nowadays we have to just, you know, design our own helmets and our own race suits, but back in the day you just had like 40 different helmets to pick from, and you just had to select whichever one you wanted. Okay, so we restarted the career. We selected audio name and helmet selection. We made sure that our controls are still working. Let's get into it here. So we're gonna go to career, and we're gonna start with the young driver test. The not so young driver test. Vader, can you move please? I need to put my keyboard down, because this game does not recognize the buttons, the arrow buttons and the D-pad on the wheel, so I can't use it to navigate the menu, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I forgot you guys also have my pedal cam. You will see what I'm doing with my pedals. Unfortunately, I can't see the TikTok chat, so I have no clue If anybody's in there talking to me, messaging me, if anybody's watching, I have no idea. But if you guys are watching, thank you so much. There, let's just check. Let's see if anybody's there. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? Oh, there are a couple of people watching. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your support.
Remember?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened here. I think we just went to track. Yeah, let's just go back to the garage. And this is day 2, so we need to go back to day 1. Okay, day 1, young driver test, straight line test. Let's do it. Alrighty, I'm in my period correct attire.
The first test is a simple straight line area
We are
test.
in the Red Bull
Head down the track, accelerating
for
past
this
257
test.
kph, then brake so that you come to a complete stop in a designated area. The engine's locked to lean, so it's down a little on power at the moment, but it'll give us a consistent reading.
Okay. The hardest thing in this game is to getting started. Oh yeah. That was a horrible start. But we're gonna keep it, and we're gonna see if we can pass it. I think for each one of the tests, I'm gonna give it about 3 tries to get gold. And then we'll move on. Ah, silver. We're so close. Okay, let's retry this one. Let's give it one more try. Aaron, I'm learning as well. I can't remember how to drive this, and I have no traction control on either. So I'm just going full at it, throwing myself into it. I had a little bit of practice a couple of days ago, and that's pretty much it. Let's try to brake. And then 100. Do it. Yes! Gold medal. Alright. Moving on. We've already technically unlocked everyone, but we will imagine that we haven't. Usually if you... What is it? Here, there's requirements for unlocking. I should look at those at the next test that we do. So we will count how many golds we get, how many silvers, how many chevrons, and then we can see what teams we would have unlocked. But on my previous attempt, when I was trying this out, I did all of them. Oh, I forgot I can't skip these videos. I should have just went to the next test. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to watch this video for 30 seconds now.
So that you don't unsettle the car and cause a spin. At speed, the car's aerodynamics generate a lot of downforce, forcing the car to the track.
This is so cool though. We don't have this anymore. We don't have a young driver test. We don't have anything like this. The career mode has basically gotten no attention in recent F1 games, so this is amazing. And the graphics are not half bad. The videos are only at 30 FPS, so they're all locked to 30.
On the accelerator earlier and straighten up the car on the exit of the corner, slowly increasing the pressure on the accelerator as you exit the corner until you're confident the rear wheels will no longer spin, at which point...
Yeah, it's basically telling us we gotta be smooth on the power, gotta let off the throttle coming in, and then get back on it really smoothly. Yeah, I forgot to check the unlock requirements. Okay, we'll do that on this one. The hairpin turn test. This one is not easy.
For this test, we need you to accelerate towards the hairpin, turn in at the correct point, hit the apex, and accelerate past 297 kph out of the corner. We need you to stop in the designated area at the end of the straight to complete the test.
Alright. Is there DRS on this run? No. No DRS. Alright, we're doing okay so far. Yeah, gold medal on our first try. before we forget, unlock requirements. So normally for Toro Rosso we need to get 1 gold and 20 chevrons. So we would have unlocked them by now already, as well as Marasha and Caterham. Okay. Goal achieved, but we will complete the whole young driver test just so you guys can see what it was like playing this game back in 2013. I mean, sorry, you see, I automatically go to 20 and then 20 should be the next number. Nope, this is 2013. Okay, there's a Cursant DRS video. I'm not gonna do that one. There's a Cursant DRS systems check test. Let's do that one, why not?
Ready. Okay, you've got a car ahead of you who looks to be practicing their race start. I want you to use both your KERS and DRS to try and overtake them before you cross the finish line up ahead. Whatever you do, don't collide with them. Good luck.
Watch me collide with them first try. I've done it a couple of times now. Okay, so I have my DRS button programmed to my neutral button because it's nice and big and it's easy to reach at the top here. And then I have my KERS button, the kinetic energy recovery system, programmed to my drink button, which is right beside the neutral button, so that way I can basically go from one to the other really quickly. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm deploying the KERS, come on. DRS, rest of the KERS, dumping everything I got. We only have 7 seconds of deployment. Oh, I forgot I didn't have to brake. And that cost us that 79 thousandths of a second that we probably needed to get the gold. So let's do this one more time. And let's get the gold.
Okay, you've got a car ahead of you who looks to be...
DRS, dumping the rest of the KERS, come on. Fast, and no braking, just go until the finish line. Now, yes. Whoa, 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 wheel, take it easy. Yeah, I'm telling you, the force feedback is not optimized for this new wheelbase, but it works. And it works quite well, actually. Alright, let's continue. That was another gold medal. Let's go back to day 1. What else do we have here? We did the systems check. The performance check. Is that the one where you have to pass 3 of them? I think it is. I think it is. 1 second, let me check my chat just in case. Yeah, it is definitely weird without the halo. You feel so naked and dangerous without a halo in front of you. Come on, let's use our KERS and our DRS and the rest of our KERS. And we just gotta outbrake them. And we did so. And then there's another DRS zone coming up. And we got DRS open. Yes, we do. Oh, the camera shake is awesome too. Oh, lordy lord. Every time you finish a test, it just gives you a big jitter. Another gold medal. Woohoo! We're doing okay. Alright, so the only other thing on day 1 would have been the tire conservation video. We don't need to watch it. We just go to day number 2 and we start with wet track braking test. Let's do this. Man, these cars were so awesome. I can't believe how amazing this is to drive. Like, honestly, it feels so different. It grips with the tires. It doesn't grip with aero. So in the corners you get more pull the faster you go in there, and then at low speed it's so difficult to turn in because you got all of that grip of the tire too. It's so different. Alright, starting off the line now is gonna be impossible, so let me just do like 0 revs. Whoa! That was very slippery. We need to brake a little bit earlier because it's wet.
Exactly what we wanted.
Silver, oof. We were almost a second behind.
Good job.
Let's try that one more time.
Pirelli have soaked the track to test the wet tires. Head down the
Oh
track
man, I'm having so much fun on this old game. This is incredible. Oh, we got no grip on these wets. The races on this is gonna be big, like just ridiculous. Incredible and ridiculous. Ridiculous. Ah!
wanted. You managed to stop in the defined area in the allotted time.
Alright,
Good job.
one more try. And if we can't do it, we'll just go through. But I gotta give it one more try. Gotta go for that gold. Holy moly. Oh, shit. I missed the braking zone.
In the defined area. Be aware that braking distances change dramatically in wet
Okay,
conditions.
we will just continue on. Oh, it's gonna make us do it again. Okay,
Pirelli
because
have
we
soaked
failed.
the track to
Alright, that was not too bad. Gotta kind of modulate the throttle, I guess. Stop. Oh, we were so close.
stop in the defined area in the allotted time frame.
Just
Good
about
job.
a 10th behind. Alright, we will continue. Because we've already done that one 4 times by accident. Racing line test. Wet weather test. Oh, we didn't do this one yet. Yeah, let's do the wet weather test.
We want to see how the car performs through a number of corners in the wet. So we want you to drive the last sector of the lap and hit every apex.
Okay. Let's go for it. Oh, come on. Yes. Make it. Good job. Whoa! Oh, we just missed that one. We're gonna have to do this again. Holy moly, come on, turn it.
Nice one. You've now got some experience of a wet track.
Yeah, we were good on time, but we missed one apex. Let's do it one more time.
We want to see how the car performs through a number of...
Yes, we know, Jeff. Oh, come on, turn it. These cars had so much more understeer and so much less oversteer than the new cars. Or at least that's how it feels in terms of the sim. Oh, oh, oh. Wow.
Some experience of a wet track.
Yeah, the wet weather on this game, yeah, that is unbelievable. I'm sweating, like, straight up. Holy moly, that was tough. Racing line test, let's do it. Close the heater over here.
In this test, we'll be seeing how the car handles in optimal conditions. Keep to the racing line as much as possible to avoid picking up dirt or mud.
Okay, let's do our best. Oh, yep. Oh, it's so hard to turn in at low speed. Oh my lord. And almost touching the wall there. Dropping the gear, yeah, good rotation through there. Rotates really well at speed, but it will not rotate at low speed.
You've kept a great line throughout and managed to complete the test within the allotted time.
Holy, okay, that was a gold, but it was a tough one as well. Sorry, just answering my wife. She was asking if I was on Twitch as well. Just letting her know I'm not. We are on YouTube and on TikTok tonight. Trying that combination out to see which one will work best. Just trying different things. Okay, tire wear test. So this is the one where they give us a bunch of worn tires, like a whole set of worn tires. And they want us to do a certain time and hit apexes at the same time as well.
Understanding how your car handles with heavily degraded tires.
We need to hit at least 6 markers. Yeah, it's even harder to turn in now. Oh, come on. I feel like you steer this car more with the throttle, with the gas pedal, than you do with the actual wheel. Good little snap there. Okay. Again, I've had a little bit of practice a couple of days ago, kind of trying this out to see if it will even work, and kind of trying all the combinations out, so kind of learned a little bit more of this game, but it is tough. The force feedback is really fighting you back. I think the settings on the force feedback are not actually, you know, like how much the game maximum force feedback it can do. I think what it's doing is giving you a percentage of what your wheel's Newton meters in force is, and then you pick a percentage. So I think mine at the most does just under 5 Newton meters, I think, or something like that, like 4.6. So at 40% of that, we would be at about 2 Newton meters. I mean, yeah, it feels pretty tough, but it really gives you the feeling of how the tire grips the road, and when it spins through, it feels like it's spinning, and it's just so different to what we get today with the floaty kind of handling model that Codemasters has switched over to. Anyways, rant over, let's go over to the timed lap test. I just really enjoy this old game. It is so different to what we've been used to over the last few years. It's so much fun.
Drive one lap, making sure you hit every apex, as we need a clean lap.
Oh, I always mess up that first corner. I don't like how when you go off, it just cuts off your throttle. Even when you have no traction control off, it still does that on the grass and on the artificial stuff. That's the only downside of this game. Oh yeah, but it's so much easier to catch a drift and a spin and stuff. And we do have kinetic energy here, so let's use it. Maxing out the engine there and still not turning in fully. Another DRS zone. Let's use a little bit more of that kinetic. Yeah, you gotta start turning in much earlier in these cars, but then they oversteer the exit. Oh, and we go completely off. And we miss another apex. Oh, a little bit too much throttle through the corner.
That was a great time.
Oh, okay. Let's give that one more try. I think we could probably get the gold if we try a little bit harder. Because I kind of was not trying too hard there. Just having too much fun driving. Oh, we hit the bollard. And we go off the track. Very nice. If this was real life, we would not pass this test at all. I'm not even talking about all the fitness tests that these guys go through. But this test, no, we'd be failing all over the place like that. Using our boost, get us back up to speed again. It's so weird to turn in with these guys. Kind of like you have to do a little bit of a turn in at first, and then follow up with a full turn in through the middle of the corner. Again, it feels so different to what the modern sims give you in terms of handling and steering and grip. Oh, look at that. Come on, we can do this. Nope. Yeah, keep it together. One more chicane, one more corner. One more apex. Shift up early. Cross the line.
Great time.
We've got the gold. Oh man. This is not easy. I'm having a lot of fun though. Okay, we did the time lap. We gotta do an evaluation test. And then we're done with the young driver stuff. Whoa. Literally sweating right now.
It's been a great
Let me turn on my
day.
fan.
The last thing we want you to do is experience a race start and then complete 2 laps. When the lights go out, pull away and drive the lap using all the techniques you've learned so far. We'll be timing you, so give it your all. Enjoy. Nice one. We got some good data. Your line and corner speeds are good.
Oh no, was I muted? Oh no. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, I was muted for the last couple of things there. Well, at least you guys watched me racing, so that was good. Okay, so we're ready to begin our career. Let's go over to career. We are going to be picking, first of all, I guess, actually, yeah, let's go through the teams here, because some of you guys are probably not even going to recognize these names, but these were some really cool teams and drivers that drove for them. We had Marussia F1 team, we had the Caterham F1 team, we had Scuderia Toro Rosso, which I was a big fan of when I was growing up and watching F1. Sahara Force India F1. This is the team that then became Racing Point, that then became Aston Martin. Williams F1 team, Sauber F1 team, which we would now know as Alfa Romeo or Sauber Kick. And also we had the Lotus F1 team. Yeah, Lotus, not many people notice, but Lotus stands for lots of trouble, usually serious, and that's pretty much the story of their F1 history as well. They used to be a great team back in the day, but during these years, they did not have too much success, unfortunately. Okay, so Scuderia Toro Rosso has offered us an offer to drive for them. We're gonna take it. Let's go. Look at these animations and videos and stuff. Ah, I miss this so much.
Welcome to the start of your Formula One career. Let's take a look around. This is the hub menu. As you move through the menu, the screen will update automatically. If an option
We
needs
don't
your
really
attention,
need to
an
listen to
icon
all of
will
this
appear
stuff.
above it.
Let me see how we're doing on the stream. Oh, Kevin is watching. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, Kevin. Thank you so much. Alright, let's go
Notice that
back
some races have icons
to
associated
the
with
game.
them. These indicate that something special will happen at that
Alright, can
weekend.
we skip through
You
all
can
of
view a
this?
guide to each circuit by selecting it in the calendar and pressing to view more information. Towards the end of the season, you
Can
may
I
receive
skip?
contract offers from certain teams. This will depend upon your performance out on track, so aim to make every race count.
Oh,
Welcome to the start of your Formula One career. Let's take a look around.
no. It restarted. And I think now it's stuck.
This is the hub menu.
Oh, there
As
we
you
go.
move through the menu, the
Okay,
screen
I
will
guess
update
we're gonna have to
automatically.
just wait
If an
through
option
him
needs your
talking, because I
attention,
can't skip
an
through it
icon
right
will
now.
appear above it. The email system provides you with key information throughout the season, so it's important to check here
This is
regularly.
so funny to watch
the
all
top
of
of the
this and
screen
thinking
is
that
the
it's
race
12
calendar.
years
You'll
ago that
notice
this game was
some races
released.
have icons associated
That is
with
actually
them.
hilarious.
These indicate that something special
I
will
love
happen
it,
at
though.
that weekend. You can view a guide to each circuit by selecting it in the calendar and pressing to view more information. Towards the end of the season, you may
Okay,
receive
Jeff,
contract offers
can
from
we
certain
please
teams. This will
get
depend
going
upon your
here?
performance out on track.
Took me
so
long
aim
enough
make
today to get
every
this
race count.
stream
You
started
could be
and
in a
set up,
prestigious
so
position next
I
season.
would like to just
That's
get
the key
going.
features of the Career Hub. Be sure to have a look around before you go out on track.
Okay, I'll have a look around. Welcome to Toro Rosso from France Tost. Thank you so much. Big name in the sport. Race results data, we don't have any yet. Welcome to Formula One. race weekend introduction and race information for our first race at Melbourne. Lap distance of 5.3 kilometers, top speed at 302. And looks like it's going to be sunny throughout the whole weekend. We got news here. Can anyone match Vettel? Well, we'll see if we can put up a fight, but I don't think we'll match him. And Vettel was, I mean, he is a machine, but we are a BLIN machine. We got some rookies, yeah, myself and friends tossed talking about me in the news. Very cool. Let's take a look at the drivers. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Sebastian Vettel, at this point in time before the season started, obviously he was just a 3-time champion, but he was 3 times consecutive champion. Mark Webber, the Australian with the steel jaw. That guy had the biggest jawline anyone has ever seen. Fernando Alonso, of course, the old man who is still driving today. Felipe Massa, the what could have been of F1. He was this close to winning a championship, this close, but it all fell apart, and he would have won it in his own home country as well. That, very, very sad. Jenson Button, a champion as well, the one-time champion. They won, what is it, 2009 with Braun GP. One-time team, one-time champion. Sergio Perez, the Mexican Minister of Defense. Kimi Raikkonen, of course, huge name there in the Lotus F1 team. Roman Grosjean, Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes alongside with Hamilton. They had some really interesting fights in years to come after this, when Mercedes went into the hybrid era and they dominated for 8 years straight. Nico Hulkenberg, the Hulk. Gutierrez, what was his first name? Was it Enrique Gutierrez? I can't remember exactly, but he was in the Sauber F1 team. We had Paul Di Resta, which many of you will know is now a commentator for F1 if you guys watch F1 TV. Adrian Sutil, oh, he was a great driver. Pastor Maldonado, Valtteri Bottas, Jean-Eric Verne alongside me in the Scuderia. If this was Jean-Eric Verne, I think it would have been, is it Sebastian Buemi that would have been driving alongside him, or Daniel Kvyat possibly? One of those people, I think. Pick, I don't even remember that guy, to be completely honest. Then we had Vandergaard in the Caterham. Jules Bianchi, oh yeah, I forgot about Jules Bianchi. That was the one who very tragically passed away a few years after this. And Max Chilton in the Marussia F1 team. If I'm not mistaken, Max Chilton made his career in the British Touring Car Championship. So, and then he came over to F1. I don't think he lasted in F1 for too long. Alright, enough blabbering around. Let's just double check that our difficulty is set here. So we got no braking assist, we do have ABS, no traction control, corners only, manual gearbox, no pit assist, park frame is on, rules and flags are reduced, full simulation, professional. Yeah, we'll have 2 flashbacks. We won't do any more of those. I think we'll only use flashbacks if we're, you know, halfway through the race and we do something stupid, and maybe we'll put it up to the chat to decide, do we get to flashback, or do we have to restart the race, or do we just crash out and continue on from there? Alright, that means that we can go to the very first session in this season. Let's do it. Oh yeah, the old layout of the Australian Albert Park. This used to be a very difficult track, and still is. But it used to be even more difficult in previous years. Let me just check the stream here quickly. Sorry guys. Okay. Alright.
Welcome to the garage. Let me show you around. The car monitor provides you with important information about the race weekend. There's a lot of useful information here.
Nice music
Feel
too.
free to check it out later. When you're ready to go out onto the track, skip sessions, or just want to know what your session objectives are, then you just need to...
Okay. For tires, we only have the options and the primes. So kind of like a hard and a soft by today's standard, or more like a medium, or maybe a soft and a medium. Yeah, somewhere around there. Over here for car setup, we do have quick car setup. We have a race director. We have some options. We have the option to go to the track. There were no practice programs or qualifying programs in this one, so you basically just did whatever you wanted in practice. You have an hour to drive around. You don't have any research and development on this first race. We can skip over to the next, and then we have the car setup. So what I like to do is I like to do the quick car setup to go to about there, and then we go into this car setup and we tune it a little bit. So we got the front and rear wing at level 4 right now. I think we can go down on the actually we'll leave the front, we'll go down on the rear, loosen it up a little bit, get more straight line speed. Just one click down. Braking. So on these cars, they really like to lock up the fronts, so I actually like to go a little bit to the rear. Let's go like 55% rear. We'll go for medium pressure because they do like to lock up again, so I will do that. Balance. Higher value generates turn in, creating more responsive car. Yes, give us more responsiveness there. Higher value results in less understeer. Increases oversteer. I kind of like that. Okay, so 9.8 there. Suspension. Higher value, more understeer. Okay. We'll leave that there. Stiffness generates more understeer. So let's loosen it up a little bit. We'll go down to a 6. And we'll go down to a 6 here as well. I will leave the gearbox as is. Engine is on standard. We'll get 10 laps of fuel. We're on our first engine unit. Okay, and that I think is it. Oh, we have alignment as well. Oh yeah, camber and toe. Increasing the camber value improves front stability when turning in, but lowers straight line acceleration and increase front tire wear. Okay, let's do one click down on that. One click down. Toe. Yeah, we need higher toe. I usually go up to about 13 or 14. And we'll go to about the same level on here, maybe one click down. We'll try that out. Let's save this car setup. We'll just call it Australia. And we're done. Okay, we are ready for... Thanks, Jeff. We are ready to go out for our first laps. Is there any cars on track? Anyone on track? Yeah, there's a couple of cars on track. We will wait for them to come over to that corner so we can come out to the track without any traffic. And we will say, let's drive out.
The track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tires up to temperature and feel your way around.
Thank you, Jeff. Alrighty. We do have the... Oh, that's the... Which one's the... Oh, yeah. Forgot which button. I had to show my car status. It's my oil pressure button. Whoa! And we almost go off right away. We almost do a Hajar. Okay, let's get some heat into these tires. Take it easy for the first warm-up lap. I'm still not responding as much as I would like it to in the corners, but I think we can deal with it. I'm also not doing a great braking job either. Maybe that's something we need to work on as well. Like that. Tires are up to temperature. Let's let this traffic pass behind us. Oh, Raikkonen, Jesus Christ. Oh, and somebody just crashed into me. Oh, that was a little bit of a kerfuffle there. Hamilton, what are you doing? Okay, let's let this traffic pass. We got traffic behind us. And one more. And now we'll get up to speed. Yeah, I got some heat into those rears. Let's get a good entry onto the straight. DRS. A little bit of kinetic. Got traffic. Oh, come on, turn in, turn in. Thank you. Oh, my lord. We need to do something about the turn-in. Because we ain't getting any. Oh my lord. Cutting corners a little bit. Although back in these days they didn't care as much. Such a good time for this sport. I mean, financially, all of the teams are struggling during this time, but from a viewer perspective, this was incredible to watch. I think we might have to turn up the difficulty if I'm going to remain first here. Bottas, get out of the way. Racing in practice. This car's spinning its wheels in 4th and 5th. This is incredible. When you go around the corner at high speed, it's spinning in 4th and 5th. Oh no! Did have some traffic in sector 2, so maybe that's part of it. Oh no! And now we got gravel on the tires, and we got traffic.
There's some debris on your tires. You'll struggle for grip until they clear.
Okay, let's do a cool down lap. How much fuel do we still got? 7 more laps.
Your tires are at a good temperature.
Oh, no, no, no! That was all my fault. Really gotta get used to these cars and the setups. Need to figure out how to get a good turn and setup on this car. Golly, oh, whoa.
We've been pushed down the field to ninth place.
Come on! What is wrong with you? Why won't you turn in? And we spin, and we got damage.
Your
Yep.
front wings taken some slight damage. Stay out unless it's causing you problems.
Of course it's gonna be causing me problems, Jeff. What do you think? I can barely turn in already. Alright, let's go back to the pits. Let's repair our car, and then we'll go out again. And maybe we'll do a couple more setup changes as well to try and get this car to be more snappy. Oh, oh! Holy moly. This game is not easy. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just checking the stream. Everything is good. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, this game is not easy, but it's a lot more fun than the new F1 games are. You really gotta work the wheel to turn here. Oh, repairs are complete. We got 43 minutes remaining. Okay, let's screw around with the setup just a little bit more. I think on the alignment side of things, we can go up on the toe. And yeah, we will go down on the camber. And on the suspension,
There's a few cars out on track. Perhaps we should get out there before it gets
not really
busy.
sure what to do with the stiffness. So let's get this one up a little bit. It says a higher value generates more understeer. I don't want that. I want that lower. So let's go to like 5. And balance. Yeah, we're gonna go up on balance by a click. And on the braking, can we go down to low and see how that works?
Okay guys, let's get these changes made.
Alright, let's drive
Okay,
out.
we're ready.
If anybody's still watching, thank you guys. Make sure you follow, check out my other videos. them up to temperature now. Yeah, the low braking pressure is much better. I can actually use my whole brake pedal and not like 20% of it. The turn in is still a problem though. We're still gonna have to keep on trying different things on the setup to try and get something done here. Because this turn in is horrible. Okay, let's lay off the gas for 1 second. We'll give space to whoever it is in front of us so that we can have a little bit of spacing. Warm up the tires nice and good. Dump our curves to the line.
We drop to 12th place.
Oh no, come on. I don't understand why I can't turn in. Let's dump some curves. Dump some more curves. Come on, slow down. Okay, we're back up to 4th. Ah, this one corner edge, I can just never turn into it. I just don't understand why. This lap is a scrub. Done everything I can to make the car turn in, but it just locks up the fronts, goes straight on, doesn't want to turn in. Come on. Thank you, Sutil.
Tire temperatures are looking really good.
Oh my god. That was scary. It just doesn't want to turn in. I don't understand. Such a difficult car to drive. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Come on, just turn in. That's all I'm asking. Look at this. It just understeers completely wide.
The times in Sector 1 are really good, but you're losing quite a bit of time in Sector 3.
Trying to kind of lay off the brake a little bit earlier. See if maybe that helps. We almost did make it into that one. Nice.
Put you at the top of the table.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to turn the AI difficulty up once we really get up to speed in this game. Do the push to talk work in this one? Pit this lap? Nope, I don't think it's working. Alright, let's head back in. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think so far about this game compared to the modern F1s. Whoa! How worn are these tires? Yeah, they're pretty worn out. They are starting to feel worn out, definitely. Oh, I was gonna pit. I forgot. How do I pit now? Oh, there we go. Return to garage. Yes, please.
Great lap. That's the quickest.
Oh. Oh man, this game is not easy. It is definitely a tough one, but it's so much fun. And so awesome compared to the new F1s, at least in my opinion. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but I love this one.
Right now, most of the cars are out.
What do we got? 30 minutes left? Okay. time to switch over to the option tire. And we're going to turn things up a little bit. So we're gonna go over here to the engine. We're gonna select rich mix. And we're gonna put in just 6 laps of fuel.
We'll make the changes you requested.
Okay, there's a lot of cars on track right now.
We've got just 30
So
minutes.
let's accelerate the time a little bit. And we'll try to go out to the track with about 10 minutes left. Should be enough for about 5 laps. And hopefully there won't be too many cars on track. That's the one thing that sucks about this whole game. It doesn't show you how many cars are on track. Doesn't let you jump on board with them either, like the new games do. But honestly, for this handling model, I'd probably give all of that up, because this is so much nicer. And just the whole experience of the game is so much more involved and everything. Alright, how are we doing right now? Super busy on track. But that's okay, we'll find some space. Let's wait until this big group of cars goes past the start-finish straight, and then we'll head out. Oh, man. Really having to work in this game here. Alright, there we go. The big group is... Yeah, the big group is going past us. Let's drive up. That should give us a good spacing.
Remember to stay inside the white line or we'll get a penalty.
Alright, rich fuel mix. Soft tires. Let's see what we can produce with this. We're definitely gonna have to turn the AI difficulty up a little bit. I think I'm also gonna change the aspect of my steering to go to 360 because it's currently set at 540. I think I might have to lower it down a little bit. Okay, tires are up to pressure, up to temperature. We should be good to go for a really nice fast lap on the softs with rich mix. With low fuel as well. Down the curves, up to the line. Gonna have to try and overtake Raikkonen here, because otherwise we're gonna get stuck behind him. Or was that Hulkenberg? I wasn't paying attention. Oh my lord. Always gotta mess up on one corner or another. Oh no, come on. Oh, come on. Just a couple of corners that it doesn't want to turn into. Oh, come on. I just can't catch a break. Oh, button. Yeah, the AI in this game, man. AI is crazy. It's gonna be the death of us in this career mode. Mark my words. Come on! These cars are so difficult to drive.
Your tires are at a good temperature.
But they're so much fun to drive. And we touched the wall. Trying different things and nothing is working. Still went faster, but that was a crappy lap. Yeah, we're gonna have to turn up the difficulty for sure.
We're out of fuel. Watch out for faster cars on the track.
Are we completely out of fuel? Yep.
3 minutes to go.
This is so funny. This is their low fuel mode back in 2013. There we go. This feels more like low fuel
You're
mode.
out of fuel. Your speed is going to drop. Watch out for overtaking cars and stay out of their way.
Let's stay out of the way of whoever this is. Gutierrez. Man, that was fun. We're doing pretty good. we are definitely gonna have to turn up the AI difficulty, because if we are going to qualify on pole in our very first race in a Toro Rosso in 2013, I don't think that's gonna be very period correct. So I think we're gonna have to go up on the difficulty, and we'll see if that's gonna change things. But for now, in practice at least, we are going to be first, kind of like a Williams thing that they did in testing. So not a bad time, 127.8, 2 seconds ahead of Nico Rosberg in in practice. Now in qualifying, yes, they'll turn things up, so they'll probably gonna be about a second, maybe a second and a half faster. But still, we are a little bit too quick for what it's looking like right now. So we'll see how far we can push the AI. We'll see how close we can make the field. Maybe the AI driving quality will improve as well. I doubt it, but maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. But I had a lot of a lot of fun here today. Great time. And I think this is where I'll probably call it a night for today. And that way we can resume things again in the next episode in maybe a couple more days time or so. And it's going to be our first qualifying session and our first race on this game. Let's see if there's still anybody watching right now. Oh, I got a follow. Thank you, Kevin. Much appreciated. Alright, so we're back in the car here in quali, but we are going to end it here. And, or should we do the quali? No, because if we do the quali, then we have to do the race as well. Because if I only do quali, I don't want to leave the race for next time. So I will leave both quali and the race for the next time. And for today, we're going to say quit to main menu. And we're going to end it here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Everybody who's been watching, who's been following, sending in likes. If you guys have been watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. If you're watching on TikTok, please follow. Check out my other videos that I have on TikTok and on YouTube as well. I'm just kind of getting back into recording videos and streaming and doing all that kind of stuff. And usually I do Microsoft Flight Sim flights that we do across North America and stuff. But for today, I decided to try out something a little bit different, a little bit more fun, a little bit older, a little bit retro. And I think it was great. It was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And I'm super excited to see what kind of season we're going to have on this game here and how we do in it. I'm sure we're going to have some crashes. I'm sure we're going to have some upsets, but maybe, hopefully, with time, we'll learn how to drive on this game properly, and maybe we'll even become competitive enough to do well. Well, if you guys have been watching, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you everybody really soon. And yeah, have a great night, everyone. Bye.